Continuation. Despite their orders to forget, some officers found themselves haunted by the sinister secrets contained within Carnal Cuisine. They couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to the book than met the eye, that perhaps somewhere out there, Victor's twisted fantasies were being realized in the shadows. And as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, a sense of unease settled over the city of Viridian. The streets seemed darker, the shadows deeper, as if some unseen evil lurked just beyond the edge of perception. But in the end, the authorities' decision to ignore Carnal Cuisine would prove to be a grave mistake. For in the depths of the forest, hidden from prying eyes, Victor continued his dark work unabated, his appetite for human flesh as insatiable as ever. And as the bodies piled up and the whispers grew louder, the truth could no longer be ignored. But by then, it was already too late. As rumors of Victor's twisted activities spread, a small group of individuals, drawn by morbid curiosity and the promise of forbidden pleasures, decided to follow in his footsteps. They formed a clandestine society, their ranks filled with those who hungered for the thrill of the hunt and the taste of human flesh. Armed with copies of Carnal Cuisine as their guide, they set out into the night, their hearts pounding with excitement and fear. But unlike Victor, whose careful planning and cunning ensured his success, this group was doomed from the start. Their first attempts at hunting ended in disaster, their clumsy efforts attracting the attention of the authorities. And when they finally managed to capture a victim, their inexperience led to a messy and botched attempt at butchery. The police, alerted by the screams of the victim and the chaotic scene that ensued, swiftly descended upon the group, apprehending them before they could escape into the night. As the members of the society were led away in handcuffs, their faces twisted with fear and regret, they knew that their dreams of indulging in the forbidden pleasures of cannibalism had come to a bitter end. And as they languished in their prison cells, facing the full weight of the law, they could only wonder where it had all gone wrong. For in their blind pursuit of darkness, they had failed to heed the warning signs that had been laid out before them. They had ignored the consequences of their actions, believing themselves to be above the law. But in the end, they were nothing more than misguided souls, driven to madness by their own twisted desires. And as they languished in their cells, awaiting their fate, they could only hope that their story would serve as a cautionary tale to others who dared to tread down the same dark path.